So 2K is going to unveil gameplay and my career footage at their Run the Neighborhood event on August 31st, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I just read an article over on Operation Sports. I'm going to leave a link for that article down in the description below. The article is not a really big read, but it does show some key things worth talking about, some points that I want to talk about to y'all. Now, in the article, it lists the features, and the features first start off. It says, my player, my team, elite gameplay, special guest commentary, and legendary teams. Now, first of all, I want to give a big shout out under if this is all legit, then the first thing I want to talk about is special guest commentary. And the thing that says on the special guest commentary is their biggest roster of broadcasting talent is about to get bigger. Legends Kobe Bryant and Kevin Garnett going to join the booth on a rotating basis to lend expertise to the broadcast. So that should be pretty cool. Now it says my player. Instead of saying my career, it says my player. So it's like build your career in NBA games, hit the courts and playground, or join the Pro-Am circuit featuring new My Player upgrade and endorsement systems and so much more. Now, first of all, I want to touch up on the thing that says playground. So instead of it saying my park, it says playground, which means that the name of my park could be changed to playground, which is necessary, which could be necessarily a good thing, a great thing, because it could mean that they decided to look at my park and see the problems with it, with the structure of it, and completely build it from the ground up. And there are a couple of things that they could have done, and that's exactly like I said, why they were hiding details back. They were holding back details because they really wanted us to be like, oh my goodness, this is great. So by first of all changing it to playground, that could mean that we could be seeing the affiliate-based system not go away, but completely revamped. So first of all, the affiliate-based system could go from 3 affiliates where, you know, the number one affiliate is Rivet City. The second is Sunset, and then the third is Old Town. To more smaller community of affiliates by, you know what I'm saying, having like location based parks. They don't have to be real world parks, but they might just be like location based parks. So you got some East Coast parks, some West Coast parks, Midwest parks. OKC got great court games going on there. Like there's some street ballers up there. And that could be something that could actually thin the pool out and make the competition a lot better. Then when you think about it, also saying by all these things being like so instead of being build career in NBA games and then take your talent to the streets, it could be more along the lines of like they have different careers for different types. So we might see, you know what I'm saying, the introduction of female avatars in the NBA and NBA 2K for the park presence and everything like that. So that would be pretty cool. But as far as they're going from playground, that could also mean a nice revamping of the tier-based structure, the competitive structure. So creating an actual competitive element to the park by doing some of these things like level-based tournaments and things like that, by making sure that if you're an all-star, you can play at more elite level parks where the competition is going to be tougher, where the competition is going to be stricter. Maybe that means that we'll see an introduction of an actual leveling down system and leveling up system. And people think that, and a lot of people say that wouldn't work. But when you look at it and say, if you're playing a few games and you're on a nice little win streak, and once you level up and then you start just losing, you're out there losing, you're going to level down, you're going to rank down, and which means that you're not ready for this level. So you're going to have people who are going to go with the actual goal of, you know, playing better, getting into the higher tiers. And maybe we'll see, that means that we'll overall see an overhaul of the reward system, because unlocking some park animations ain't as satisfying as, you know, getting some extra VC towards, you know, upgrading your player. And then let's talk about where it says the My Player upgrade and endorsement systems. Now that could be the change that we all had a feeling was coming, which was the revamping of the archetype system. So the revamping archetype system is going to be secondary archetypes. And because they also say upgraded endorsement system, maybe you can get like park-based endorsements, which would also increase the VC that you earn from park games and things like that. So, you know, with all that in mind, I'm hoping that we don't see a complete infusion of park and story. Because then you got the My Career players who don't play park, who just like to play My Career. They'll feel like this game is trying to force them to play online. And then at the same time, you get the park players who, just like last year, have to play My Career in order to get their badges and things like that. When in actuality, you're trying to jump into park and get better as you go playing in park, because that's where you're going to be playing, you know. So it's an interesting little, like I said, it's an interesting little, small little read and things like that. But hopefully this read is accurate enough to a point where we can get some really good information going into Thursday when they unveil the rest of this information. So there you have it. After reading the article, those are my impressions. I'd like to know what yours are. Do you think that the park is going to be changed to playground? Do you think that we're going to see an influx of new features, good or bad? Do you see an overall revamping of the park structure? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike the video, give it a thumbs down. Find a way to pass the time. Thursday's coming. Once we know what we're going to get in 2K, we're gonna be ready. Prelude drop on the 8th, game drop on the 15th. I'm going to catch you guys on the next video. Peace.